This is a fan-generated show. If you would like to support us, please go to jamieglazov.com, and also don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. All your support is greatly appreciated.
Good evening. Welcome to the Jamie Glazov Moment. Tonight, rapper T.I.'s stripping video of Melania-Lookalike. Ladies and gentlemen, recently the rapper T.I. released a video, as you probably know, promoting his new album. It portrays a woman who looks like our First Lady, Melania Trump, stripping in the Oval Office. Look, it goes without saying how disrespectful this is, how disgusting it is, how wrong it is in so many ways. The first thing I want to bring up this evening, you know, the feminist movement is, you know, it's really preoccupied. The leftist feminists are so preoccupied with the objectification of women, the sexualization of women, the victimization of women. I can't help from wondering, where is the Me Too movement on this? Where are the leftist feminists? I don't see any protests. I actually haven't even seen one. Not one member of the Democratic Party has said anything, stood up against this video. Not one person in the establishment media, at CNN, MSNBC, not one. Now, I can't help from wondering, imagine if a rapper or a musician, especially a white one, let's say, during the Obama years, or even now, but let's say during the Obama years, made a video of a Michelle Obama lookalike dancing and stripping for him, taking off all her clothes in a fake Oval Office. I wonder what would have happened. Wonder if the Democrats maybe would have said something, or the left would have said something, or the establishment media would have said something, New York Times, Washington Post, MSNBC, CNN. I wonder if they would have been dead silent the way they are today. Ladies and gentlemen, not one peep from the left on this. And it really, once again, I know we know this, but it really reveals what the left is all about. They don't care about people. They don't care about women. All these leftist movements, you know, they pretend that they're for victims and for equality. We know what they're really about. Let me just say this about the rapper T.I. You know, this is ahead of his, you know, this is to promote his album. But ahead of this video's release, he also wrote that he would no longer be supporting Kanye West. And he wrote about Kanye's visit to the White House recently on Instagram. And T.I. wrote, quote, "This is the most repulsive, disgraceful, embarrassing act of desperation and auctioning off of one's soul to gain power I've ever seen." I wonder if those same words could be used about a certain person and about a video that they just made. T.I. continues to Conway on Instagram, quote, "At one time it was a pleasure to work alongside you. Now I'm ashamed to have ever been associated with you." T.I., do you know really anything about the word shame? Ladies and gentlemen, imagine what it takes in a person's mind and heart to actually make a video like this. What goes through a person's mind to actually think up that you're going to make this video of your president wife's, the president wife stripping for you in the Oval Office? Imagine what's in your mind, what's in your heart when you do this. But we understand it, because who's being targeted here? They have violated the party line. They're the dissidents. You know, they're in the way of the progress that the self-appointed social redeemers are building, you know, are constructing. So they have to be demonized. They have to be dehumanized in this way. It's very interesting, the silence also, as I said, of the leftist feminists, of the Me Too movement that pretend that they're so much for equality or against, as I said, the objectification of women and how women are used. It's used and abused. They pretend that they're against all of these things, and yet the silence. But I wanted to say this today because I was also wondering, this isn't even Trump. This is his wife. But then I realized, but of course, she's part of Trump's family. And we know what the communists, we know what the left is about. We know these self-appointed social redeemers. Anything that's part of this Marxist, socialist, leftist movement, when it achieves its earthly incarnations in the Soviet regime, in Maoist China, and North Korea, we know what happens, not just to the political dissidents, but to their families, and to their children and their children's children. We know very well what happened in Maoist China and in the Soviet Union. And we know very well today the kids that are in North Korean concentration camps that are being punished just because that they are the children or the grandchildren of somebody who had the wrong idea. And so, yeah, Melania is married to somebody who has the wrong idea and the wrong ideas, and the left has to dehumanize and demonize them. Ladies and gentlemen, it's just another example of what the left is. You know, this is just so disgusting in terms of what TI has done and in terms of the leftist silence that accompanies it. And it shows once again that the left masquerades as this movement towards social justice and equality and humanitarianism, but really underneath, it's a movement of malice, of hatred, and of destruction. Be aware, ladies and gentlemen, and make some noise. Hold them to account. Get on social media and write letters to the editor, talk, join groups, take action, and expose this ugliness and this disgusting and grotesque nature of what the left really is. My friends, this particular episode is sponsored by DianeZinn.com, an amazing site of magnificent paintings illustrated by the one and only Diane Zinn. Check it out. It's an incredible site, and you will be so amazed and moved at the illustrations and the paintings that you will be able to see, and you might just want to purchase a painting of your very own. Also remember that there's many Christian themes at DianeZinn.com, because Diane Zinn is a Christian, and there's Christian paintings and Christian themes. Please also remember that Diane contributes to a lot of worthy pro-Christian and pro-freedom causes. So when and if you purchase one of her paintings, you know that the money is going to a very noble and worthy cause. Thank you, DianeZinn.com, for sponsoring this episode. And we will see you soon on the Jamie Glazov Moment. Good night.